Hey everyone, I'm back again, and today I'm delivering this message all around us being very needy at times. And I want to talk about kind of how this concept of neediness and attachment in our relationships actually blocks us from love, and also based on that, a pathway forward for you to empower yourself. So always, as you guys know, step one is awareness. Then we need to transform it, right? So then we need a pathway to go down. So that's what I'm going to be diving into with you guys today. So I want you to be brutally honest with yourself, because it's so easy to see when other people are maybe being needy or what they're doing wrong or whatever. It's next level when you actually take responsibility and actually, instead of using the microscope on what other people are doing, you transform that into the mirror and you look at how this is operating in your own life, okay? That's always how you're going to empower yourself, is to take responsibility and stop worrying about what other people are doing and look at what you're doing. So today's message is all about the fact that neediness invites unhealthy attachment to disguise itself as love. So I want you guys to play along at home or wherever you are in the world today, and drop me some comments and let me know if you've experienced attachment. Let's go on this journey together. So I see this time and time again. I've experienced it time and time again. And at the end of the day, we might think that, we might fall into the fallacy that neediness, somebody needing us, right, is love. Oh, we're just, we're inseparable, like that's love. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is how your neediness is coming from your expectations that you place on others to fulfill your personal unmet needs, okay? And I want to talk about how it's different to have expectations on others and compared to standards that you uphold within yourself, and then you expect nothing less from your external world, okay? So at the end of the day, whenever we have expectations on others, and this happens a lot in our relationships, right? We're always expecting them to be a certain way, to fulfill a certain need, whatever we're trying to do. And in that moment of our expectation, what we're doing is we are being under-responsible for our own needs, and we're trying to get somebody else to fulfill our needs for us. And if they don't do what we expect them to, then we get thrown off our path. We feel disempowered. It affects us on a multitude of levels. And so from this perspective, we're actually giving our power away, and we are sacrificing what could be an extraordinary quality of relationship. And the reason for that is when we live in expectation mode, and that's a need, right? That's a neediness. I need them to be like this for me to be okay. What happens is we're being very needy in our relationship dynamic. And what happens is needy people attract other needy people. We all do it, okay? So, what happens is that person might have a different neediness, right? They're going to have a totally different realm in which they're needy, and you're going to need them to be a certain way. They're going to need you to be a certain way, and you're expecting each other to fulfill these personal needs that you're not actually fulfilling for yourself. And here comes the whole dynamics that multitude of relationships out there are experiencing. It's this power struggle, it's this constant battle to get our needs met from a needy place, right? From these expectations. Now, the real thing that we need to do at this point is we need to look at what are our expectations of this other person. Where is it in our relationships that we're being really needy? And what we need to do is drop those expectations and actually do the work on ourselves to uphold a personal standard from within to meet that need for ourselves first and foremost. And then from that place, when you're fulfilled within, you're no longer attracting needy people, you're repelling them, and you're not interested in other needy people. What's happening at this point is you're starting to attract people who take responsibility for their own needs. They don't need you to feel okay, but in terms of relationship, you're attracted to one another because you can enhance each other's lives, right? It's very different to the needy back and forth battle that ends up killing attraction, and it ends up separating you two. And when you are in that dynamic, you come to a crossroads at some point, when the passion fades and you're just starting to like not hate this person or whatever, and you're all in this huff, right? You get to this point where you can choose one of two paths. Path one, decide that this person is not for you, blame them for you not feeling good in your life, and decide to end that and look for where the grass is greener somewhere else, only to travel down that same path with another person who is another needy person because you've not yet fulfilled on your own needs. And this other person, they might have a different style of neediness, but you're going to attract and be going down the same path and eventually find yourself again at the same crossroads. To choose path one, blame them, move on to greener pastures in your mind until it happens again. Or you're also got the option of path two. What's path two? Path two is to take responsibility for your own neediness, to identify, what am I being so needy about? What are my expectations? Am I fulfilling them for myself? No, okay? So that becomes your pathway and your journey towards reaching your potential, not only in your own personal life, but in the realm of relationship, is to identify your expectations, your neediness in relationship with somebody else, and to know that that is the work that you need to do to fulfill your own personal needs first and foremost, so that you can uphold a higher standard for yourself, which in turn will train others how to treat you, right? Because you're treating yourself at a higher standard, you're fulfilling your own self, you're not reliant on anybody externally to make you feel good. You do that for yourself first and foremost, so that you can stop being needy, stop attracting other needy people where the battle is on, and that's there to serve you. They're not actually here to meet your neediness, and you're not here to meet their neediness. You're actually there in that dynamic to wake each other up, to go through enough pain to go, all right, I got to take some responsibility here, because every time I handball the responsibility to somebody else, it never works out. At some point, you have to wake up to that, right? And, go on this growth journey. The moment you take responsibility for your own self and how you operate is the moment you're actually going to get to, break through and get to attract the right kind of people that you can have the best quality of relationship that you possibly can with, and experience the depths of connection. All right. So I'm really hoping that me sharing this is of value to you guys. And it just gets you thinking, where is it that I'm having an expectation in my current relationship? What's that neediness? What's that unmet need for myself? And how can I personally go about meeting that for myself? And also, if you're not in relationship, look back to your previous relationships. There's a lot of work that you can be growing from reflection to your past. And if you're about to enter a relationship, just be cautious. Look at what are your expectations? What do you want in a partner? And look at those items that you list down, and know that you must first be those things for yourself, and you can't expect somebody else to be all those things for you. And you know what? A funny thing happens the moment you are fulfilling on your own needs. When you attract the right quality of person from that place who's also fulfilling on their own personal needs, you actually end up giving to each other what your needy self really, really wanted in previous relationships, but it's now from a super healthy, expanded and empowered place, all right? And that is the growth journey available to each and every one of us. So, hope this is resonating. So I want to check in with you guys, see who's been able to join me, drop me a comment, say hi, let me know where in the world you're tuning in from before I have to run out the door and get to another amazing F45 session, which I'm absolutely loving. But I've got Deanne in the house, and Justin and Alexandria, yay. And hello to you, Deanne, and Rob's here, and much love to you, Justin, and Judy's here, and yay for Alexandria in the house, I love it. And Walter, hello to you, and Sarah, and John, and Walter, I think I'm so needy to my wife. I love her so much that she is all I think about and want. Is that a good thing? Walter, I love this because it's a really great question that you're asking, because there is a difference between, love and neediness, right? So that's why today's message is that, neediness invites unhealthy attachment to disguise itself as love. If you couldn't live without that person, if they don't do a certain thing, for you, or maybe give you, a hug or something when you need it, or like you have these expectations and the power seems to be in their hands as to how you feel about yourself, that's going to be an unhealthy attachment. Okay, and we need to clear that. So first step is exactly what you're doing there. I really want to applaud you for just taking some responsibility on looking at that and building some awareness and starting to ask some questions, because look at those things you think you need from your wife, and if she wasn't giving it to you and you'd feel really terrible within yourself, then that does point to a place where there are some unmet personal needs that you need to start taking care of for yourself so that you can go the depths of love with your beautiful wife. All right, it's not that there might not be love there, I'm not saying that, but you do need to look at neediness, because neediness actually blocks you from a depth of love that you could be experiencing. So even if you have love there, if it's covered up with all these needy expectations, you really need to do the work on yourself to fulfill those needs for yourself. And that way you're going to unlock a new depth of love and connection in your relationship. So I really hope that helps you, Walter, and hats off to you for taking responsibility. And Shane's here, and Anton and Aaron and Alexandria. I think it's a healthy practice to sometimes try and see our partner for not their role or label in relationship to us. Absolutely. To see them with a big picture view and allow for fluctuations or what we be seen of off-script behavior as they truly live life too. Such beautiful words. And Alexandria and your amazing husband, Charles, are such great role models for what a brilliant relationship can look like. So thank you for sharing your wisdom here, beautiful. And what I would say, you've got to wake up every single day and know that you're a different person. You're always changing and evolving, and you want freedom to be all of who you are. And so does that person you wake up next to. All right. So every morning, a coach of mine just said this to me recently, that he wakes up every morning and he looks at his wife, his beautiful wife, and he's like, who are you going to be today? Who am I today? Who are you going to be today? And it's just this whole freedom, that somebody else is not here to serve you. That, in love, when you love somebody, you want them to reach their highest potential, whatever that looks like for them, and vice versa, and you want to, go on that journey together with full freedom for the full expression of who you are and how you want to learn and grow and experience life. So I love that beautiful, awesome share. And Elliot's here as well, and Jon and Alexandria agree. Blame is a drain with no winners in the game. Boom. I absolutely love that. That's so good. And Jim's here, and Sylvia. Awesome. And Sarah, hi Vanessa, I used to be this way when I was younger, but as I have gotten older, I no longer expect or feel needy. I'm self-reliant. Boom. Love that, beautiful. I know I can live alone. I rely on me. I've been in situations which have made me stronger. I'm responsible for the way I feel. I've probably gone full circle. I love that, Sarah. That's so, so cool. And what I would say to you, and I know your experience, having your husband in the military, so you've had that experience of not being together all the time. So, physical separation can allow you to be more self-reliant, and I'm sure that's contributed to your ability to grow in that area. So that's so, so beautiful, and congratulations to you. And what I would say is to just never think that we've totally made it either. Oh my gosh, like every relationship transition I've been through, I've thought, yeah, I get that, right? And now I'm like on this whole nother level, and I'm going into this other relationship, and yeah, I've got that all down pat. And then I've gotten to a new layer, another unraveling of the onion. Like, our growth is never going to stop. Our attention to detail needs to deepen in terms of the more self-development we go through. We need to go deeper and deeper on ourselves and build higher levels of self-awareness, because there's always something that can get in the way of experiencing the depths of connection and love and everything that we want in that area and all areas of our lives. So I'd encourage you to just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper on that, and also celebrate celebrate your wins along the way, which is awesome. So thanks so much for sharing, Sarah. So beautiful. And Diane is here, and Thomas. This is really great information. Thanks for sharing. I'm so grateful to hear that, Thomas. Thank you so much for letting me know that this was of value to you, and thanks for showing up. And Ryan's here, and Claire, and Soniag, hello to you. And Thomas from Portland, Oregon, I love it. And Madeline and William from Cypress, Texas, awesome. And Rob, appreciation over expectation makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, who is it? Tony Robbins, who's one of my favorite quotes. You know, the moment that you swap your expectations for appreciations is the moment that the whole world changes, right? Absolutely. Love that, Rob. Good to see you. And Julie's here as well. And Kevin, how do you carry on when I was diagnosed with cancer and my fiance just passed from a heart attack last week? Oh, that is really, really, my heart is with you there, my friend. Yeah, much love and healing energy coming your way. You know, it's a difficult thing to give advice on things that I personally haven't experienced. So all I could say to you in this moment is that life is when you can find why life is playing out like it is, and find why it's happening for your service and for the value that you can contribute as a human being, is the moment where everything starts to make sense. And I think there is a grieving process there. There's a therapeutic process that we need to go through. But at the end of the day, you know, the lower we go into the depths of pain in life, it makes it the higher we get to leap into our sense of contribution and making a meaningful difference to the lives of those around us. You know, the more we get to experience in the depths of emotion of life and what it can throw at us, is it grows our ability to be of service and make a meaningful difference. So that's what I would just share with you, you know, from my humble perspective there, Kevin, and much love is coming your way. And thank you for opening up and sharing in our beautiful community. And please do reach out for any support that I could provide you with. And Patty's here as well, and Anton. If you need somebody, it is your own responsibility to be attractive for the other. Yeah, so the thing is, like, if you're needing somebody, you're believing on a subconscious level that you're not a whole person. There's something missing, all right? And that's not love, right? That's trying to get something, and we're all, you know, that kills our attractiveness to other people. And so what we do need to do is look at what we're needing from that person. What do they represent? What are the qualities that they represent that you think you need, and own those within yourself is a great way to start that pathway and that journey. So love that, Anton. Thanks for being here. And hello to you, Patty and Randy and Amy. And Randy, man, I have missed hearing your wonderful accent and your great messages. Oh, well, I'm grateful to have you back, Randy. Hope this message is serving you, and really good to see you. Hope you're doing amazingly well. And hello to you, DB. Hope you catch the recording from the beginning. And Daryl, hi from the Great White North. Always good to see you, Daryl. So I really do have to race off, guys. Hoping today's message has served you. And remember, you know, neediness invites unhealthy attachment to disguise itself as love, and neediness is always blocking us from the depths of love and connection that we can truly experience, all right? So, you know, instead of blaming another person for not meeting your needs that you're not fulfilling for yourself, and then, you know, disconnecting and going into the next relationship and running that same old pattern, you know, take a moment to take responsibility, to build your awareness around your own neediness. They're connected to the expectations you have, and instead of those expectations that you're placing on other people and disempowering, putting your power in their hands for you to feel okay, you need to take back the onus on yourself, and you need to set a standard that you uphold for yourself first and foremost, to fulfill on your own personal needs, so that you can go out into the world and you can ultimately attract the quality of people who are also going to meet you at that standard as well. But you're not needing them to, it's enhancing each other's lives, okay? Hope this message has served you, and as always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you. I'm going to race out the door, get myself to F45, which I'm absolutely loving, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. So thank you to each and every one of you guys who could join live. So much love for each and every one of you, and please do share this if it's been of value. Okay, much love and see you tomorrow.